Hi, this is Zachary from Zachary Sweeps. I've just swept this Chesney's stove because of the liner. I'm not too sure how the video is going to work, but the inspection hatch or to get into the flue pipe is in through the actual appliance itself. So what you've got to do with these is you've got to take all the bits out. I was going to do the video when I was taking all the bits out, but the problem is you won't be able to hear me talking while I'm taking all the bits out because I have to have the hoover on to clean all the bits. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a video, or try to do a video at the angle that I am at, of all the bits, putting all the bits back in so that you know how to take them out. If you ever have a bird coming down the chimney and it sits on top of the plate or anything like that. So basically you have some, like a metal piece like this. It's got Chesney's written on the side of it. That goes just there like that. Then you have another piece that goes on the back like here. You can tell what it's got some holes on the side. I don't know if you can see that. It's got a vent at the back of it, which helps to draw the fire. You can turn them around. What I tend to do is after a couple of seasons, I'll turn them over so you can get more life out of the actual fire bricks themselves. But at the moment this is in not too bad condition. It has got a bit of a hairline fracture going through it. Where did I see it? On the right. Yeah, just along here, but it's only very fine. So as long as you're very gentle when you put them back in, they're fine. But it literally goes sits back up the back there. So it's a good idea to hold on to it as well, because they can fall over, and then of course that crack will just appear. This is also, if you look as well, this is the base of it. You can turn these around as well, and if you see the back of them, they look really nice. And this, as you can see with the hairline fracture on this, it's completely normal with these appliances to get hairline fractures. It's not an issue at all. Basically the main reason being is it's just because you have the fires on top of them. So basically what you do is you make sure that is pretty central like that, and then you have a metal plate like this, your throat plate. And basically what this goes inside the actual appliance. But as you can see, if you can see this, it's very, very self-explanatory how to put these back. So there's these two sort of clear marks. So if you put your hand up, you'll be able to feel. I'm not sure if let me just grab my torch. I can't remember which side they're on. I think they're nearer to me than, let me see. Yeah, there they are. So basically what you do is you put that in there like that. Always put that in next, otherwise you'll be a bugger to get the rest of it in there. And then I sort of leave my head on the wall, and have a bit of balance, and there you go. There's two little brackets on either side just here, and you saw that the clean marks on it, and that's where it goes. After that, then what you do is you put the sides in. And what you do is you put the sides in like that, and then they fit in like that, like so. You put one in that side, and then you have this metal plate as well, which goes into the actual appliance. For some strange reason, I don't know why, but some sweeps, they put them like that, upside down, which is no good, because basically what happens is you get the soot that fills up on top of there, and they can catch light. But they should go around that way round. It's a bit self-explanatory really. So the soot actually comes into the appliance. You don't have to put the side brick in first if you don't want to. You can put the side brick in afterwards, but this one seems to be quite straightforward and simple to put in. So you've got this is the other throat plate that goes up there, which is that metal plate that I've just put in. That's called a throat plate as well. These are very self-explanatory how they fit as well, because if you look, they're at an angle. So basically, you know, they go like that way round. So obviously this is in perfect good condition and everything, no problems there. So what I do, some of them you have to put them in before you put this brick in first. This one's got a little bit of a hairline fracture going across here, and a mark there. Not too sure why the mark's there. Maybe it was done in the factory, but just a tiny little one just there. Nothing to worry about. But eventually it will go. But the thing is with them, to be fair with them, a lot of people panic when they start to crack. They go, right, I need to replace them, but some of them can be up to £100 a set, which is a lot of money, and they don't need replacing. So what I always say to customers is, the best thing to do is, as long as it all fits back like a jigsaw, you're going to have no issues with them at all. Just sweep a bit of that dust off there. So it was upside down and I didn't see that, so I just brush that off like that. We don't want any soot on them at all, because we don't want any chance of any build up. And then basically, look at the angle where it's going. You can see the angle where it's going across. Yeah, so obviously it's going to go like that. So then what you do is you put that up, it goes, push it to one side, fully to one side, and then put it into it. And then there's some groove bits where it sits in, so it can't fall down. So there you go, all sitting in there nicely. Some people, it's always I always recommend that you clean these areas out here. You know, probably every couple of months, because what it is you actually have like a little fence that goes into position, and it stops all the wood and the coal falling out, and that's the fence, or the grate, whatever you want to call it. But I call it, it's the front fence for me. But if you look at these, not many people know this, but they're actually at an angle. And the reason why they're at an angle is because this is what we class as a clear view fireplace. And the reason why it's a clear view fireplace is because of the way that the vents work. The warm air goes up around and through the throat plates, and some of the warm air comes out of this area here, which blows across the top of the glass on the door, and that stops the soot sticking to the side, so you get more chance of seeing the fire when it's lit than you would do if you didn't have a clear view system. So if you ever think, what is a clear view system? A clear view system is basically, it's just this bit here, literally, that's all it is. But it sends warm air across the glass, so it stops it sooting up quite a bit. And then what you do with these, because they're actually inside, they're at an angle. And what you want to do is you want to make sure that the angle is facing upwards. And the reason being is where the heat from the fire, when it goes inside here, you want it to be pushing up the glass as well. So you've got heat coming from both sides. So you put that back in there. Look, fits in there lovely. Once you clear out all the ash out of it, what I've done with this one is, because they can be quite fiddly up, a little stick, a matchstick, just get it out. You can use your finger, but it's really important because now it's in place and everything's all fine and everything. Vents are all fine and everything. And then basically on this particular appliance, the gasket, as you can see along here, all the gaskets come away. So I'm going to recommend to the customer that we put a new gasket rope. I think it's an 8mm gasket rope. And the good thing about these ones, I'm not sure if they do, but I think you might be able to lift the doors off these ones, but it's not an issue. The glues that they have nowadays, as you can see, all the rope's gone, it's all fallen off, and it's important to have the rope. There's a little bit of rope up there. It's important to have the rope on there. It stops the metal onto metal for starters, but B, it also, if there is any gaps between the metal and the door, you're going to have more suction coming into the wood burner, and what will happen is that it will burn a lot faster. To remember that it's like an old Boy Scout trick. The less air going into the wood burner, the slower it burns and the more heat efficient they are. Chesney's is probably one of the best brands out there, I have to be honest with you. I like Stovax a lot. I like a few of the other ones, but Chesney's, they're a bit of a cut above the others, to be fair. They can be quite expensive to install at the beginning, but you get your money back from them. They're so heat efficient and they're designed so well. You saw how simple it was for me to do that, to clean it all out. I've got a bit of a mess here on the floor, a bit of soot from where the that's from where the basket was. And as you know, as I've said on previous videos, you know how to get all these sort of scratches out. Any oil-based substance like vegetable oil, baby oil, anything like that, that'll get that off straight away. But as I said, I'll speak to the customer about getting a new rope fitted on that. Perhaps I'll do a video on the before and after of putting the gasket rope on. And then this fireplace will be ready to go. I hope you enjoyed that video from Zachary Sweeps. Have a lovely weekend, and see you soon.